Bianco's restaurant, a piece of Lawton history, quickly coming to an end on 2nd Street, and that's first at 5. Since the word got out a few weeks ago that it would be closing, the place where so many Southwest Oklahomans have celebrated birthdays and anniversaries for generations has been packed. So packed, many have had to be turned away. 7 News reporter Scott Miller is live there this afternoon, where people have been coming and going all day. Some are leaving disappointed. Scott?
Well, Jan, the reason for their disappointment is if you don't have a reservation, you can't get in. You can't even call in an order to go either. They're that busy. To say that the response to the closing of this legendary Lawton eatery has been overwhelming would be a huge understatement. There are so many memories here and so little time left to celebrate them. The sign is old and faded. Been there a long, long time. Bianco's on 2nd Street since 1952 is the oldest pizza restaurant in Lawton, Oklahoma, too. The building will be torn down, but the memories will never die. They came to pay their respects one last time before saying goodbye.
Sad. I'm gonna cry. It's a huge part of a lot of people in Lawton. It's another piece of our history fixing to leave us again.
My first pizza was here, and it was $1. It cost me $1.
I have 3 kids, and they have all worked in this restaurant. We know the family, the Biancos from Vegas. We know Ginger, Sabrina. This is like our family, and it's very sad that it's closing.
Doesn't just feel like family. Within these walls, families have actually become families.
My mother started working here when she was a young girl, and she met my father here, and then I worked here when I was a teenager, and after that I met my husband here for our first date.
She sat in that booth and waited. He was late. You didn't want to be late today. Reservations only. This man was in a hurry.
It was very enjoyable, and still is, I hope, if I can get in there and get my reservations.
One last lunch with family. Their granddaughter has been coming here her whole life. Grandma, too.
I hate to see them close. I mean, this was my childhood hangout, and that's been a day or so ago.
They've come from all over for one last meal. Pizza and pasta, lasagna, and salad dressing by the quart.
I know that my daughter's expecting one of these jars of the dressing, so that's why I had to pick up 3 quarts.
If you're lucky enough to have reservations, go inside and savor the moment, down to your last morsel. This is the end of an era.
I don't think it can ever be replaced.
More than a restaurant, Bianco's is family to some, a lifelong friend to others. Goodbye, old friend. Goodbye. I never had the privilege of meeting Rose Bianco, even though she passed just a few months ago. But it's obvious she was more than just a restaurant owner. People inside still love to talk about her, tell tales, like how she used to shh the kids when they'd get too loud, or how she would never tell anybody her age under any circumstances. Her passing was sad. Somehow today may be even sadder. Reporting live from Bianco's, I'm Scott Miller, 7 News.